For those of us still using VLOOKUP in Excel, there's a newer function that is faster, easier to maintain, and can do things VLOOKUP cannot do. It is called XLOOKUP. Let me show you the difference. So on this table, I have the staff ID, I have the names of the different sales personnel, and I have the total sales for each of the salesperson. And what I want to do is to find out the total sales for John, David, and Emmanuel, as well as find out the ID number for each of them. I'm going to use VLOOKUP to get the total sales for John, David, and Emmanuel, and I'm going to use XLOOKUP to get the ID for John, David, and Emmanuel. Mind you, VLOOKUP can only look to the right. That is why I'm using it to get the total sales, and XLOOKUP can look to the right and to the left. And I'm going to show you what to do. We're going to start with an equal to sign, VLOOKUP, open brackets. So the first criteria here is what I am looking for. I am looking for John. So I'll come to my table and I will select the table name and the sales amount. And if you look at the table I selected, there are two categories. I did not select the first one because Excel only looks to the right. So I started selecting from the names because I'm looking for the names against the sales. We enter the value 2, you enter 0. 0 is an exact match. So I'm saying that if you don't find John, don't give me any value other than John. And I click enter. I use VLOOKUP to get the sales for John, David, and Emmanuel. To get the ID, because VLOOKUP only looks to the right and does not look to the left. And I want to find out what is the ID for John, David, and Emmanuel. I'm going to use XLOOKUP. So equals to XLOOKUP, select the item to find the name and click on the ID. So you notice that I did not have to put an exact match on XLOOKUP like we did in VLOOKUP, where we had to put an exact match to say that if you don't find John, return 0. So unlike VLOOKUP, I have to put an exact match. But for XLOOKUP, I did not need an exact match because it's already contained in the formula. So another thing to note is that XLOOKUP is quite better than VLOOKUP because if there's an adjustment on my sheet, for example, if I insert a new column here, so you see that the VLOOKUP value disappeared and the XLOOKUP value remained constant. That is the power of XLOOKUP. So that even if there's an adjustment on your sheet, it will not affect your lookup table. So the most important thing to note is that VLOOKUP only looks to the right and XLOOKUP looks both to the right and to the left. And also, if there's an adjustment, XLOOKUP will remain constant and VLOOKUP will disappear. Thank you. I'll see you in the next lesson.